I'm here with Kristen from Permatint today. How are you?
I'm excellent, Sherry. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's nice and bright out. It makes me happy. It's so warm.
It is.
I want to talk to you today a little bit about the application we are going to be doing just over here. We only have a few bricks that are kind of off color. So how are we going to fix that today?
Well, it is a few, but it's enough for us to want to definitely worry about this.
Yeah.
So we're going to stain these bricks, match them up to the original one.
A lot of the time when we're doing these jobs and renovations, we like to keep it as true to the character of the home as it was before we came in here. So we don't want to take away from the color of this beautiful brick. We want to match it as easily as we can.
Absolutely. And a project like this, you don't want to get 99% and leave this tiny little area when we know we have the solution to correct.
Yeah, it looks like a mistake. You're going to walk around the corner. The first thing you see is you only have 4 red bricks. So we have to fix that today, and we're going to stain it.
Correct. And this is a very common situation where we can't find the original bricks. They're discontinued. Even if you could find that exact same brick made in that same plant from that exact same person, they're still not going to match what's aged on the home for, I would say, probably 20, 30 years.
Yeah, you have that weather hitting it at all times, whether it's sun, rain, whatever you have, it's going to change the color of that brick.
Yes, that atmospheric pollution just sticks to the bricks and mortar, and you're not going to be able to match that up regardless.
I know that we're using a stain for this brick outside. We are doing exterior. I know that you can do interior brick as well, but we want to make sure that it breathes so we don't have that kind of peeling or cracking or any of that.
Correct. So this product is a full mineral stain, and it's literally designed to absorb into the substrate. So in this case, the brick and the mortar. And that absorption really is the key to the longevity because it allows the bricks to continue to breathe.
Okay.
Any water vapors are going to breathe out naturally, so it's never going to crack and peel like a typical paint will. Because of that breathability, it's designed to last 40 to 50 years, if not longer.
Ooh, so the low maintenance, that's my favorite thing.
Zero maintenance.
Okay.
And we have the ability to custom mix the colors on site, so we can match up these sometimes small, sometimes large restoration projects and essentially blend it in so it was never there.
And once the stain dries, it's going to kind of weather with the rest of the brick, correct?
That's correct. It is UV resistant, so it's not going to fade faster than the original surrounding bricks. And essentially, it should stay the same throughout its lifespan.
I know that my dad met you back in 2005.
Yes, that was the first time I had the privilege of meeting your father. It was a small little side wall window that we did.
He's a fun guy. I bet that was kind of nerve-wracking to me, but we've been using Permatint since then on a lot of different jobs, whether removing windows or a fireplace vent, whatever you're moving around, it's nice to match up, which is really great.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that we've been working with you since, because how many times have we used you on a job site?
It's been quite a few. We did a whole house once in Mississauga too, which was really fun.
How long have you guys been in business, and are you just based in Canada, or do you reach across North America?
So Permatint's been around for over 30 years. We offer our service across Canada, every province. We send our certified technicians, our in-house guys, out to those projects, but we also ship and sell our product into the US, where we have our own certified installers in many of the states as well.
Oh, that's very cool. And what about, how would I go about purchasing the stains from you if I wanted to do something like this at home myself? So could I do it at home by myself?
Absolutely. We sell both the semi-transparent and the opaque stain, so we can achieve lots of looks, and it can be used on both brick and stone and precast concrete as well. Virtually any absorbent masonry surface is tintable.
Okay.
And we sell direct. You can order samples from us. We sell just like a typical paint manufacturer in gallons and 5-gallon pails. And like I said, we offer many products, including the colored tints. And we also have other products available like sealers and different products to help strengthen brickwork.
Would I need to seal any of this work on the exterior of the home?
No, you wouldn't necessarily need to seal this, and you probably wouldn't want to seal this because bricks are naturally breathable and you want to let that moisture be able to travel out.
Now, if it was in the interior of the home, is that different?
No, it's not. And actually, the product is awesome for interior because there's 0 VOCs. It's all natural. There's 0 smell at all. And it's approved to use inside schools and hospitals.
Oh, wow.
And so obviously for an interior application and a complete transformation to a fireplace,
yes,
it's a fabulous product. And with the stain, we can obviously use different colors. We can change the transparency, something very thin and natural to something more solid and opaque. And then we also have different techniques that we can use either with a sponge or a brush.
Okay.
So basically with those 3 things, we can achieve a ton of looks.
And is that just like, what's your standard? You're going to technically normally use a brush versus a sponge? A sponge for something like a fireplace,
For
or
something like this, 100% we would want to use a brush. But
okay,
if we were, let's say, changing this whole facade, maybe we would be using a roller or a sprayer. There's different options depending on the look you're trying to achieve. But for any restoration project like this, we're going to custom mix the color on site, and we're going to apply it by hand and brush to make sure we're avoiding all the original surrounding brickwork and just tinting the new stuff to blend it in.
do you want to get started on some staining?
Absolutely. We've got our pro here, Matt. We're ready to go.
Oh, all right. Can you tell us some tips and tricks when staining exterior brick?
So the stain is quite thin, so you want to make sure you don't have too much in your brush, otherwise it's going to run down the wall and make a mess. You're going to go nice and slow. Let's start with the top edge and essentially cut every edge of the brick first.
Okay.
And then, now that we've got that on, we're going to look at the other bricks and decide, do we need more on there? Is it enough? This has got a little bit of red coming through. Now the other trick is when you apply this, it's going to be a lot darker before it starts to dry. Maybe about 5-6 shades. So it's also a good idea to put one coat on, let it dry, see how it looks. If you need to add more, go ahead. But
Okay, I didn't realize that it could potentially be more than one coat.
yeah, so if you put too much on at once, it's pretty hard to go backwards.
Okay, so less is always more.
Exactly. So I'm going to just apply a little more in a couple spots, but not too much. And as it dries, it's going to brighten up and start to match more.
You guys also did a fantastic job picking the brick that you used because it already had that warmer red background, which made it very simple to achieve this look with just using the one color.
Instead of multiple layers and different colors.
Correct.
Thank you so much for coming by. I think this looks so great.
Thank you so much for having us. We are privileged to be able to work on this home and make it right for you.
Oh.